Hello, hello. We are live. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us today. Today, we are here again with our beautiful business partners around the globe. And let me introduce myself in terms of little bits. My name is Devina Patel, and I am from the beautiful islands of Fiji and currently residing here in Auckland, New Zealand. And by choice, I am a mentor. By profession, I am a finance professional with nearly 20 years of experience. And today we have a very different topic that we'll talk on our Let's Grow Together series. And here we go. So today's topic we are looking at is how our past prepared us in, or has it punished us in a way. What I can say in terms of my own experience is that it's very easy for anyone to look back at a very hard lesson and they only see is the pain element. They see the disappointment, they see the setback, they see the moments where it shakes our confidence level. The years that we feel like, if it's at a workplace or even at a personal environment, we feel that we are not seen, we're not valued, we are stretched beyond our limits. And sometimes we play those memories in our mind and ask ourselves, why do I have to go through all of this? But here's the truth, that not many of us are ready to understand our past didn't hurt us in a way, it had trained us. So that was a little bit, and I will give it back to some of my sisters who will add their context in terms of their understanding. And I give it to my sister Sita. I give it to you.
Thank you so much, Davina. It's always a pleasure to be on this platform with these lovely ladies on this series that we keep going further and further. We're not going back. My name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nun as well. I'm a nurse by profession. I live here in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe. So, this topic for today is quite an interesting one. Our past prepared you more than it punished me. What I can say about my past, yes, I will agree to that. It really prepared me because, sometimes when things are happening in our lives, we always cry and think, why me? Everything bad is happening to me. Why not somebody else? And all the time. But on reflection, when you look at that situation, standing where I am, I'm realizing that what happened to me then that I thought was really bad, it was a blessing. If I had stayed in that situation, I wouldn't be here where I am today. I've had so many disappointments in my life and cried my eyes out and thinking, why are bad things always happening to me? But now, as I said, when I look at it, I'm thinking, if that did not happen to me, I wouldn't be here. And I would be in a worse off situation. Even taking what Sister Davina was saying, the way you are treated at your workplace, sometimes you just take it thinking, okay, I have traveled. What can I say? You just have to carry on with it because I have to earn a living. But at the end of the day, those things that people do to us, they build us, they make us strong, they make us have that thick skin that, when anything is chucked at you, you know how to deal with it because you have managed to deal with even more difficult situations. And also, if I haven't had any sort of experience in my past, I wouldn't be where I am. I'll be just sitting, waiting for other people to be giving me from hand to mouth. But it taught me how to stand on myself, to be by myself and work for myself rather than relying on other people, which is why I am even doing this online business so that I will never rely on someone having to work under someone's authority, under someone's time. I needed to identify something that I'll do for me because of that confidence that I have gained through the treatment that I have received in my past life. We are what we are because of what we have been through. There are some people that have had soft life, had it soft in their lives, and they struggle to do things because to them everything was easy. But me, in my life, there was nothing easier. We had to work hard for everything that I do. Even I remember when I was younger, I used to go to school. I used to go and water the garden before I go to school, or sweep my backyard before I go to school. But some people used to just get up and have everything prepared for them, carrying their school bags and go to school. But I never had that. Because of all that, it has strengthened me and made me stronger and made me so independent rather than to rely on anybody to earn a living. Even as a younger woman, I used to work for myself, getting my own income that didn't need to be controlled by somebody else. So, if I continue retelling my stories, the whole day I will finish it talking about the stories that have taught me a lesson. In other people's eyes, they thought I was being punished, and also because I used to see other people enjoying, having all the lovely things, I thought I was suffering. But it has made me and given me that concrete foundation that made me the woman I am today, because I'm looking at other people that had soft life. They are so behind. They are still waiting for something, for a miracle to happen to them. When miracle never happened in my life, I used to work for what I have, which is why I am here. So I will pass it over to Sister Notando, then we can wrap it up.
Thank you, Sister Star. Thank you, Sister Vina. Apology. We are online. This thing is online. My page was playing up, kicking me out, kicking me in. So if you saw me clicky, I had disappeared. So my name is Natando Kumalo. I'm a mom of two. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but now I live here in the UK. I came here for greener pastures and I thought nursing, I had made it. I thought this is it, but I was so far away from my children that I could go for days sometimes without actually spending quality time with them, of just seeing them, that they are alive. Bye, hello, bye, hi. And that was not the life I wanted. So it led me to this online business where I can control the time I spend with my children and the time I do the other things. So this topic, I know that my sister there has said the positives of it. I could say the same positives, but then I thought, why not say the other bit of punishment? I don't know how people, will take it. So I will tell you now, the society or the background that I come from is where you were forced to go to school and do all those subjects. You'll go and do all those subjects, and then if you are not the first one in class or the second one in class, that is not a good thing. At home, you'll get punishment for that. Like you didn't do so well. Even if you were number 2 out of 50, you didn't do well. So you were really pushed to do well, and you were told you need these grades. Otherwise, without these grades, you have no future. There is nothing for you. So every time it was drilled that was the past, that was the belief, that was the societal influence, that you have to have all these good grades. So my past was always pushing myself. And unfortunately, even though I came here to have greater pastures, that thing that was drilled in me, that you have to really push yourself and do such, I ended up having not one job, not 2 jobs, but 3 jobs. And I'll be so tired and I'll be thinking, oh, my children need me. But I'll be thinking, you are not working hard enough. You need to push yourself, work hard enough, the bills you have to. So I was really, because of the past experiences, that you have to do better. You have to, for you to make it, you have to work for someone, have so much money, live a good life because you're working for someone. I was working for someone, but I wasn't making that much money they were talking about. I wasn't having all that good life, the good life, which they say. So it took me time for me to realize actually, this is not what I want. I need to look somewhere beyond being an employee, beyond working for someone and trying to do these so many jobs. So for me, that one, it was sort of a punishment that if only I didn't have that drilled in me that you have to get good grades, get a good job, get a good employer, go to university, do all that. I'm sure I could have done something, earlier than doing all these jobs that I was doing, trying to make it and still sinking. So although the past is beautiful, it gave me that hard work ethic, all that. But then it what's the word? That's the word. It also made me really punish myself in those situations where I could have escaped earlier if I wasn't following what I had learned in my past. I'll pass it over to you, Sis Davina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Sita and Sister Notando. I what I've noticed from the experience of everyone and myself is that every challenges that we go through, it strengthens our resilience. It's every responsibility we had. It sharpens you to be more disciplined in life. Every setback that I've been through has taught me a lot of wisdom. Every closed door that has been shut on my face, through relatives, through a job, through you have, like, when you start looking for jobs, you have so many rejections, you have rejection in relationship. Every closed door is a redirection to you in your life. For example, it's not meant for you. Every season, like, we go through, it's a muscle we strengthen and we build on, and you don't even know that you had all these qualities in your life. That those nights when we feel that we're trying to, we have those anxieties, we start thinking, figuring it out, moments where you carry more than you can, your plate can imagine. For myself, I grew up with a lot of responsibilities. Half the time I never had the support system of having a parent, and most of the years I carried it alone. In those days, I'll be frank, I used to cry and cry and go to bed. Normally I didn't have anyone to handle my emotions. None of it was wasted, because the version that I carry now in myself today is something more powerful. It's my experience. I did not have to go through it. I grew in it, in through myself, into my character, and now I'm, prepared more well. I've learned so many skills. I am able to make a lot of financial decisions. I trust my voice. I have prepared all the, the how you assess a situation. You're able to feel ease, comfortable. In this business, we are able to learn so many things, how we build the online presence and still earn an income at our own convenience. Be prepared to take opportunities and create those income streams. And most importantly, we stop shrinking ourselves to fit into the space that we were never meant. It's your past is like not a prison. It's a foundation for ourselves, a foundation that builds our strength, endurance. It builds lessons, lived experience that can be taught through any classroom, like Sister Notando has mentioned. We're not starting from zero over here. You're starting from wisdom, clarity. I would say you're starting from courage. You're starting from strength. You are building a version of yourself that also knows exactly that you no longer tolerate in your life. A version that is of you, the version that is very powerful, because someone has taught you something through those storms, is decide how you build something new. They have taught you to build it very differently, especially your intention, your purpose, with freedom in mind. Our past is basically your life that we are building right now. It's the life rooted in confidence, peace, flexibility, and financial decision. If you, like, are ready to want to know what is something very meaningful, if you want to build an income that aligns you with your values and your lifestyle, if you're ready to take the next step, you can want clarity and support. send us, any one of us, any of our sisters, a message. Connect with us on our social media account, and we are happy to assist you, because now it's the time to move and take action. That is it, guys, on today's session. We will join again next week, and that is bye for now.